I don't think I could view the chat though, no. No. Yeah, for real. It pretty much came to me. Because I kind of made a post, so I was like, anybody wants to be represented? Alright, we got to show some... Is it? It's not too early to show. Let's check the overlay. Bruh, you better work. Alright, we got it. I just don't know who's going to be what team. Alright, we gotta switch it if that's the case. I thought like maybe Spartan would be blue because they're on top in the start GG, but I was mistaken. Just to confirm, this is best of 3, am I wrong? Sleepy M, can you confirm? That's right, alright. That's what I figured. All matches, at least for day 1. I don't think you get to 5. Oh my god, they have the annoying cat sound. But good action so far. Battling back and forth. But this is a first look for a lot of these players, a lot of the action here for many of us. So it's very exciting. Wi-Fi went out. Good thing you aren't streaming. But still working through Sonder with 50. Skyline, Sense is up. And pushing it down off the wall. Now speed. That's gonna stay in the back wall. We are getting slammed with wind. Do you know the miles per hour? Yeah, the weather is crazy these days. You just can't figure it out. Especially like I'm northeast, so it snows 1 week, the next it's 60. And then we might be back to cold, I don't know. Do I have to turn the music down? It's probably a little bit too high, huh? I bet like lowered on my end, so can't really hear. But Skyline finally kicks us off, and Sonder, the brakes work, leaves it up. Skyline just there, and they score the first goal of RLCS NA Open 4. Sorry. It's 70 today, 72 tomorrow, 29. Yeah, that pretty much sums it up perfectly. So you know what we're talking about here. But what a shot! It hits the crossbar. I love the demo though, and Sonder's still there. And now they're putting it together. That's what you like to see. A little slow start, but that's nothing abnormal. Colorado? Oh yeah, Colorado is crazy. You drive through the entire state, you'll see so many different things. And what a touch, Sonder is there. So the boys are up by 3. You know the great thing about team streaming, which I usually just do regular casting, so I have to, not be biased. Team streaming, we can be biased. But of course we're going to show our respect. But we can actively root for a team and not feel bad about it. But they're up 3. And going for some more. Stay in there. Skyline 50 out. But Spring got the touch. Sens is all over it though. And Sens doesn't really have to move. Keeps hitting it. But yeah, this is the first. What's up? I believe he's just hanging out over on that. And what a touch! What a pinch! Skyline showing the skill. Or we could do when two Spartan teams play each other and roast both. That happened one time. It might happen again in royalty. We got 3 teams in the C3 GC1 tier. So you never know. Yeah, about that, Dark. That's a little awkward. Although, I'm curious, Spartan Doru might be playing right now. I did say I wouldn't be able to play, because we obviously got this team to showcase. We got eliminated during the application. True, that's the toughest part. You forgot to flip reset the application. And a lot of pressure stuffed out, but you can confidently say they're going to take game 1. Did we expect anything less? Off the backboard! Off the sidewall! Off the sidewall! You got air dribble bumped filling out the team name. What could be worse than that? But game 1 goes to Spartan. What you want, Em? Say it with your chest. The website is bugged on royalty. It's basically got no teams. Unless they like approve some more, it might only be approved teams, but there's a lot pending. So, yeah, I don't know. Nah, because I thought the same thing too. But, well, I didn't really think, oh, we're doomed, but what a shot. Skyline has been providing some valuable offense. But, yeah, as far as royalty goes, it was easy to check everything through the website, but then when I couldn't do that anymore, then I had to manually go into manage team. And what a touch! What a touch. Lucifer had it just by. They connected. And they show signs of life. A little bit of life. But it hits wide again. Alright, we're gonna have to work on that. It keeps on hitting left of the net. We just have to like fine tune it, crank it a little bit, but there's Skyline again. Yeah, a lot of offense coming from Skyline. So definitely someone to keep your eyes on. A lot of shots, some go in, some go left. That's it opening and missed the gap. Yeah, Skyline is going crazy. And I don't even think Skyline has reached its full potential or percentage, as we might say. So This is only the beginning. Just warming up. But I like what I'm seeing. They got their offense right there. Sense almost a shot there, but saved. But pushed up. Sonder on defense. And he's downfield. But Spring is waiting. And two converge. But Sonder goes for that bump. And I'll say Lucifer has a bright spot on Team Flow State. Let me double check that. It is correct, right? Alright. Because I did have to switch earlier. I figured the top team would be blue. I was wrong. I don't know how they determine who's blue and who's orange. But that was almost a chance right there. Sense to the side. That's an awkward touch. He could go further. Waiting for the pass. It is non-existent. Feels bad. Now Sense has to get an awkward touch. Does. Needs Sonder. Takes to the air. Can do some damage. Flip. Plan. Abortion. Oh, can't say that. Skyline, though, is there to finish it out. Feels bad. It didn't roll in. It's a nice finish, though. Not a jail. We're cooked before we even began. Imagine. But 2 minutes left to go. Up by 3. Sense. And tell me on a scale of 1 to 10 how annoying that cat sound is. It's just outrageous. But Sense uses it as fuel. And Sonder, I love their aggressiveness. Demos, beautiful. I know, right? I've been playing Rocket League a lot of my life, and I still am half the skill. So, just goes to show you. Truly amazing. But Speedman does get a goal. Consolation goal, really. But, nice placement, we'll give him credit. I said it C3. Yeah, I'm like GC1, so around there anyways. Blow up roster, need new engines. What defense? Ooh, Sense showing some skill on offense as well. But that's the beauty of it. We got a new roster. Very exciting to see what they can do. New to a lot of us. We're gonna not have that kind of defense. We're just pretend it never happened. Spring snuck in there with an extra flip. Well, all good. You know, if you're gonna get these out of the way, you want them in the first match. If we do go to LAN, who's paying? That would be crazy. That would be crazy. That's a tough thing. Like, even these guys know it. That's very tough. Right now, they're just focused on making it day to day. So, day one, this is only match one, but day one could get hard toward the end. But nice play there, nice pass, outlet, bang. Day two is pretty tough. That's So, yeah, ultimately, like, they shouldn't get ahead of themselves, and I don't think they are. But it'd be really cool to even just see them in day 3. Request, and nice shot from Sense. I like the passing plays coming out. Nice, good to see that. Oh, I mean, technically. Quest put I need a hero whenever we're down. We're down in an important day. Yeah, you ever see? There's like a channel on TikTok that I believe that song. They're like proof that this song can be played in any movie and work. All right, there we go. We are undefeated. Let's go. English is hard, true, but I'm only kind of trolling because there needs to be an apostrophe. All right, so difícil. Oh, brother. Hi, caramba. Luckily, we have. Yeah, look at him go 1-0. All right, let's take a look at the bracket real quick while I also change. Who we playing? We're playing 2SWI, who won on a forfeit, so that don't give us much. Hey, Harm, while you're here, do you know... Oh, no. Do you know what constitutes for Start GG as who is going to be Team Blue and who's going to be Team Orange? Is that determined in any sort of way? NRG have forfeited the season. NRG had Emerson as a team manager. In the team chats, which we are left out. Oh, while you guys are here, by the way, is music too loud? Should I just turn it off completely? Thoughts? Also, just for the graphic, oh, what? That's wrong. Whoops. that's a guess. All right, there we go. There's a cool graphic from Sleepy. Shout out Sleepy. Follow him on Instagram or his Twitch. All right, we're full strength again. So who are we looking at here? Damn. Yo, Sleepy, imagine if Sleepy Rats win and they play 33% Mexican. Did you just create these team names at that point? Although, you'd probably be like 100% Mexican, let's be real. Although, you are normally 33 with a full team, so in that regard, accurate. Maybe. Yeah, you're getting some ideas, huh? They're pretty good names. Although, Team Shush. Music is good? Alright. Yeah, I think if none, it'd be way too quiet. Alright. The chat should be open, so they'll probably be joining shortly. Let's see. Alright, put the team name. We just gotta see if we have to switch it from orange to blue. So that is our one thing to look out for if we have the teams swapped up for the overlay. I have a Nightbot command about my nationality. You did put the one for Discord, right? Right, Sleepy? E. All right. We're into our next one. Let's change onto display. All right. This could be a good team. This could be a good team. So we should be in for some action here. Second team. And that's a challenge. Goes forward. That's a little bit rough. A little shake up. Alright. A little bit awkward. They gotta get that one out of the way, you know. Shake that one off. Let them think they got command of this game already. Lock in. Hey, Mr. Fish Stick. What is going on? My boy Sense. He needs your support more than ever. And high ball. This could be a shot. Sonder is there. Beautiful. Alright, we gotta change it. Alright, thank you. Yeah, why do they have to keep changing it on us? Alright, so that should look good. Yeah, last game we were orange, now we're blue. I'm starting to think if you're on... I don't know if this has correlation, but if you're on the bottom, you are blue. If you're on top, you're orange. We shall see. Yeah, Sonder is on here. We also have him to thank for, you know, putting this team together, allowing us to team stream and be representative of this org. So, as I talked about before, what a touch from Sonder! Oh no, but tough to know who's gonna go for that. That was a crazy attempt at a save. He was kind of having to go backward. Just found out that Sense was playing, didn't know it was a team stream. That's all good. So, yeah, we We talked to Sonder, and what a touch! Okay, we got some action here. Back and forth. I love the fight from the boys. But, yeah, as we were saying, Sonder... well, we put out a post if any SSLs wanted to represent Spartan. And Sonder was more than generous, saying he liked what he's seen from us as an upcoming org, and, you know, could be mutually beneficial. So it's awesome. We get to have a team to root for, and they get to be on display by everyone. But this is match number 2 so far. They won 2-0 in a best of 3. But definitely more of a challenge here. This team is solid. And Sonder down and snuffed out. We got 2 players on defense. Beanson trying to 50 forward. Sense can't get a touch. Saunders there though. Can take control. Wish I was able to play the opens. Why can't you just schedule? I mean, schedule is usually why I don't do it. I mean, it sucks because I'm not around Saturdays. But if the guys make it, I believe Sonder is gonna stream, so we'll definitely support that. But yeah, usually why I can't play is Saturdays, man. Yeah, Friday nights. I know. It sucks. Like, everything's on weekends. So it sucks when you can't play, and especially like leagues too. That's why I didn't play leagues for so long. And that's going to be off. But a little bit danger. Skyline down. And they're pushing it. They have a chance. This could come down to the next goal, honestly. But good pressure. What a play. Sonder, the captain, stepping up big. And you could hear the silence besides the music, of course. Yeah, to cancel on your team feels bad. I was also... I was also on another team, but then this came about, so I was like, I got a team stream for these guys. We've never had a team for RLCS of their caliber, so that's definitely exciting. What? High touch, what a nice one, but Verdict's there to the air. And a little bit of space given means Skyline can challenge, but Sonder in a rough spot, low boost, last back, and almost through. Skyline holding it down, and they just got to be smart with their possessions. Skyline does get it by. Sense is super solid. Me and him were on a college team. Awesome. What college team were you on? And Skyline is there too. Yeah, so far I like what I've been seeing out of all of them. They all have their moments. Tripped up a little bit. Some mistakes that you saw possibly to start the game, but they are all very talented. Uh-oh. That one's not down. Kill it. Alright, game 1. Let's just double check. Alright, overlay should be good, right? Alright, everything looks good. So they take game 1. And that was a hard one, so definitely no slouches on the other team. Nothing crazy. Was one of the branches of University of Texas. That's sweet. How long ago was that? Damn, never got to play in CRL because our schedule feels bad. I was... I don't think CRL, like... CRL wasn't even a thing for me way back when. And what a kickoff goal, but no, Verdicts is there. That would have been a good start. But Sonder hitting off to the side. A little bit awkward. Sense a nice challenge. Off the crossbar. We kind of broke up the team because we got all busy. Dude, that's how it is, man. So tough to maintain playing. And plus, you know, Rocket League, it's really hard to justify spending all your time on it, you know? Now I'm just watch and play here and there. Yeah, like so many of us. And Sonder, a nice continuation since trying to feed midfield. What a pass, but Skyline happens to hit it off to the side. And those bumps could be coming. That's a rough spot. What a save. And you know those bumps going to be coming, so gotta be careful. This team does know how to use the numbers. He's got no one to pass to. And trying to get in front of that. One bag. Controlling Skyline. Good bump. That gives a little bit of time for a teammate to come through. Verdicts. Trying to catch. Does go almost the whole distance. Sonder. Now controlling. And Verdicts is out, but play continues on. So if you're unsure of the rules, you gotta keep going. But he's back. But we take those. That was super unfortunate though, for sure. But yeah, how the rules state, you continue playing. No match admin allowed, no pausing. Player, if they disconnect, have to try and continue. Try to get back in the game. But yeah, other than that, you gotta continue on. But up by 1. And you know they're gonna come out swinging now. But Sense can't quite get a touch, but Beanson can't continue on with that, so the threat potentially eliminated. And Sonder does get in the way. That could have been a scoring opportunity. So yeah, there are chances for the other team. There's a little bit of working through they have to do with rotation. But should be scary once they figure everything out. And let's not forget, this is the first RLCS these guys have teamed up with. So this is their first one. So they're gaining a lot of experience together as well. First one together. If I didn't mention that correctly, then we're in a good way. But first as a team together. But Sonder off the back wall. Skyline, good job tracking it down. Trying to just buy his team a little bit of time. And this could be dangerous. Beanson is there. And backwards. Rough spot. Skyline went high. And that's a tie game. Would have been nice for them to hold on. But now they have to lock in. They got one goal to get before OT hits. And that's bouncing. Trying to get them bumps. Sense has to be careful. That challenge. Skyline. Waiting for Sonder. But Sense. Oh no! Super unfortunate! And that's going in. That is rough. And a series of unfortunate events. But all is not lost. Still time for a kickoff goal. And even if that doesn't happen, still a best of 3. So, tactical fake. Do they have the numbers? Need a bump? Not going to happen. So, that is going to do it for game number 2. So they'll let that slip away, but hopefully their mental is still there. It's been super close games. 2S did manage to come back in that one with a player disconnecting. Alright, time to lock in game number 3. And Sense going for some bumps. Is that there? Verdicts is trying to continue on. Sonder cutting it. And Sonder also going to be first to go. Does get a touch. And Sense, slight touch off to the side. And Verdict's going to collect now. Skyline can do some damage. And that's going to be a little bit wide as 2S. We're being threatened. A lot of time here. Skyline gonna challenge though. A big 50. Sonder off, and Benson with some bumping almost finds the net. Sense. Skyline, no boost. Sense trying to drop it low. He does find the angle. Sense starts us off in the right way. So they are up by 1. Let's see if they can maintain this lead. Heck, let's get another one, shall we? Kicked out to the outlet. Sonder has a slight touch to the side. Beanson tracking it down, trying to feed mid, but can't get another. So important in your corner, staying behind the ball, and that's exactly what they're doing. A little bit of space means a shot can come through. Can't get the bump. Beanson trying to move it forward. Skyline still has a touch on this. Trying to feed mid. Sonder almost there. And good cut. Sense sacrificing, but there's a big clear coming. And Verdict's playing low. Does he go for the bump? He does. Sense wisely moves forward. And 50. Skyline has to wait. Sonder looked like he got bumped on that. Still able to get there. And 50. And one bag. Continuing on. A few touches, but that kind of fizzles out. And they're tracking. They're hunting. I need another goal for a little bit of security. Skyline, nice challenge at the right time. But gonna need some bumps to come through. And that's off to the side. Vincent can get that one. Sense quick on the draw. And Sonder is there. And I like that speed coming out. Sense and Sonder attacking. A huge goal. Go up 2. But Skyline gets a chip, but Vincent full boost. That's going to drop down. Sense is there. And it's going to be snuffed out. Boom down. Verdict's no boost. A chip shot almost pinched in. Oh, a nice touch from one bag, but Sonder is there in the rotation. Working well for these guys. Oh, that was an awkward play. Tough to react to. But Sense, good turn. Looking nice in the air, but can't finish on. And a team play. Needs everybody to touch that one. Sense gets pushed off a little bit, but alright, let's go. 3 up. They're starting to put it all together. But also it goes to show you how tough it is. This is game 2. Or I mean, match 2. Keep on saying 2. Oh, that almost rattles in. That was almost a dunk. Sonder kicking it down. Skyline there. And can't continue on. But the threat is there. And wants the turn deleted. Alright, so we could confidently say they're moving on in the upper bracket. So, 2 wins. We do have ads coming. I'm sorry. I'll try to wait. So, at least it happened when the match ended. So. So here is the bracket. The Chill Stars, they seem familiar. I think they're in one of the leagues. Who are they? But what tier are they? They seem so familiar. I don't know which. Damn. Yeah, 1 series. That's crazy. Curious how that one's going. But it is poorly done, bro. you took 3 days and then you're like, my script is shit. My English not good. No bueno. Give me a Spanish script. And hear a gringo read it out. We chose correct. We are blue. And let it begin. Now they gotta get back into it after a little bit of break. Alright. Skyline deletes. And what a touch from Paco. He's gonna go the whole distance. Looked like you didn't have another. Proved wrong. That flip. Nicely done from Paco. But another one, and Sonder is there. Pivotal save. Not trying to go down too early on. Sense. Bumps Paco out of the way. Now Sonder. And that one's so awkward it goes in. And don't worry, don't panic. They had a little bit of break. Now they gotta download this team. Still early yet. Paco trying to 50 it out. They both peaked 2200. Damn. Surprised last series went as Mohammed Super adds another. I'm surprised last series went 1-1. But I gotta think that 20-minute gap don't help. And no one there. They're just working through as they try to ramp up things, get back into form. Sonder midfield, Skyline. Muhammad, quite the clear. And touch going down. We're getting at halftime. Still looking for something. Muhammad denied. What a shot. What a save. Skyline trying to go the distance. And bumped off. Those things. Speeding up. Skyline taking the time. Almost finds the gap. Sonder. 50 midfield. It's going to the corner. Could be a chance for a counter, but that's 50'd high. Sonder trying to get one, but the Visa is there. Skyline by one, deleted though. Much better second half from them, but still tough to crack this defense. Oh, nice give and go. There, they're gonna get one. And get that one off their backs. So they know they could contend, especially in the second half. Rough start for them. But now time to lock in. And there's another, a little bit of awkwardness that they're able to take advantage. Paco facing his own net. A problem. Spirit, where do I even know you from? Did you like... Didn't you join the server and leave? Oh, you're still in it. Alright, let's get one. Time to lock it into game 2. Still tough. They're waiting 20 minutes. Now they got a match. Started playing better the second half. Put you in? Yeah, okay. What rank are you? If you say GC1. And what a shot there, Skyline. So, starting to ramp it up. Got a little more confidence. And how come you're not playing, Spirit? What a touch! Is that going in? Divisa is there. Muhammad takes the air. Can do some damage. But Skyline. That one gets a little too far away. I'm out of town. Rip. Sense. Trying to get it by 2. Not gonna happen. Now Sense has to turn on this initial touch, but Paco all over. Yeah, next qual. Let me know how you do. I would be curious to know. And that's a little bit off. Much to their benefit. Alright, Muhammad cutting the gap. This could be a scoring chance for Raska. But is that just incense? What a goal, and they're starting to wake up. You're probably mediocre since you talk a lot of crap. And you're not even here. Let's say you're a troll. At best. Rage bait? Ooh, Sonder continuing on. Alright, that's 3 straight. Hey, let's go. Hey, you watch it, Harm. Oh, almost another one. Oh, they're starting to put it together now. They definitely needed this one though, but yeah, it's tough. That long of a wait. 'Cause they were pretty hot previous. Yeah, I am so confident in your ability. And there's another one. All right. Looking solid. Honestly, quite the response from them. Unretired Q would have been great. What is Q up to these days? He's on a beach. I haven't seen him play in 5 months. I wouldn't be surprised. Damn, that's how you truly do retirement harm. What you know about that? Good defense. Listen, I get bored. I don't blame you. It's tough. Tough to stay away. As much as they take stuff away from this grind, Minecraft, gross. Well, they had to get one. It's bound to happen, but nonetheless, great defense throughout. But let's not forget. So it's gonna be tied 1-1 if Spartan wins this match. This series, they'll be going on to day 2. You're still waiting on them to do Minecraft? Remember when everyone wanted me to create? It was like, you guys do it, and then no one did it. Hell no. Don't put that on me. It's time for you guys to hold the mantle. Then it'll all fall on me. But I don't even like Minecraft anyway, so I would never play it. I'm more likely to do 7 days to die. But that's a good response from Spartan. Now we have a series. Good thing you wrote that late. So we are good. Lockdown protocol. I don't think I've ever paid attention to that or heard about it. And almost cruising there. Early start is going to be key. And Sonder just testing the defense. Does get that boost, but risky touch in front of midfield. No sense. Trying to stay with it, does. And Sonder in a rough spot. And gets bumped out. What a save, are you kidding me? Looked like he was dead in the water. Backwards with a cringe bump coming. But Muhammad up in the air. And can do some damage like we said. But they are being tested. Trying to get it out. Muhammad coming right back. What a 50! That's tough. Trying to keep it to the corner. But looks like Raska have locked in. And what a save at the last second. Sonder No stranger to that. Coming from the top. Nice pop. Muhammad is there. A little bit of space. Pinch. Trying to go the other way. Does get it around. Sonder keeping it midfield. But it's a good midfield back and forth. Another one not gonna fall. As sent the other way. And this is a big bump. What a 50 out. That was looking dangerous. 3 minutes to go. Trying a 50 to the side. Sense. Booming it down. And this could be awkward, but good control. Divisa. Skyline. Challenging. A bump there. Can they pull some of the magic they just had? They need some offense. But tough to get by through this team. Off to the side. Uh-oh. Muhammad is there. That Skyline races back. And Muhammad. More of the mechanics coming out. But holding on. Trying to get boost. Just in time, Skyline comes through. And tactical fake. It actually was. And need that bump to come through. It happens late. Skyline, is that on? What a save. As the Visa has been clutch on defense. Going back. I need one to tie. And bumped off. There's the 50. In front of midfield. Quick up. Off the backboard, Muhammad. Can collect. And still going. Nice fill in from Sonder. One touch. Trying to make two. What a touch, but good fill from Skyline. Took everybody. All effort. And making two there, but Muhammad almost got it away. But awkward, and that's a kickoff goal, rough. That one goes by the initial cheat. And now back where they were. They get a kickoff of their own. And turned. Trying to bump them off. This could be a chance. But tough to get out. Now, Sense has to wait midfield. And touch off to the side. Muhammad almost snipes that. Sense 50. Awkward play. Sense has a cut. And 30 seconds left. That Skyline, last ditch effort. Sonder getting it by, has to boom this one midfield, but Divisa is there and gonna control. And that's gonna do it with that one. Nebraska take it. And that was a close series. That is a close one. Alright, so where are we looking now? Lower bracket, yep. How many do we have to do on the lowers? Do just one since where we're at. Loser of you plays Carry the Unk or ACP Esports. Let's get the... Whoa. So no, just... I gotta wait for the result of this. So I just gotta win this one. Hey, thanks, Tempest. That's awfully kind of you. Pop in here and say it was awesome to have one of our teams win. We're on the come up. Oh, did we put you at C3 or GC1? Oh my god, we're never gonna... Let's put you at GC1 for now. So at least I won GC1, so that's fine. Oh my god. So we got something cooking here? Is it real? So they are orange. We did it correct. Alright, we figured out the recipe. In Sonderrtv, if they're on top, it's orange. Bottom is blue. Got it. But somehow we have to all lock in, as Sens is there to lock in. But after a long wait, server's down. A lot of waiting. They're here to play, and they gotta win this. So far, looking pretty good to start, considering. But they win this, they go to day 2. Oh, Sonder moving on. Skyline, what a shot, but what a save. And that's going to be kicked out. Sense gonna have to challenge us. High ball, no one up. And that spells a good chance. And there are some chances there. You can see the speed in favor of the Spark players. Skyline moving it forward. And kicked out to the side. Going back and forth. That Sense has to avoid the demo. Does. Gonna pop it in the air. Big 50. Skyline can't quite get there for the shot. Good pop. Uh-oh. Still tied 0-0, but there's a little bit of space. D does get bumped off, though. That's a good bump. And pop by 2. D's waiting back. Good counter chance. Sens has an open net. And beautiful passing. One of the things they do well. Specific rank, we shall not say, but you gotta know at least 2 of them are certified SSLs. Yeah, so a little bit above what we'd normally have. That's why if we had like GC3s, wouldn't be as much like promotion about it. But this team certainly up there. Probably the, well, yeah, it is the highest team we've ever had, so that's why it's a big deal. And that one's not gonna get in there, but holding on to a 1-goal lead. And that one's gonna fizzle out. What a touch. Sonder giving his life for that extra touch. But can't get there off that read. But big space given, so that means easy clear. They're trying to separate, does. And touch midfield means coming through. And what a demo at the right time, up 2. But D closes the gap. Unfortunate. A touch off to the side, R all over it. But we'll allow it. Make things interesting. What a touch Skyline is there. Oh. Miscue. Does it work in their favor? Dropping down. Can't quite get there. Skyline in a little bit of trouble. Good job avoiding the bump. That's going to roll in front of net. But T all over it. And back and forth play. They love that corner. They're still controlling it. Still got the lot. Whoa, what the? You guys see that stutter? But tough to get out of their own half. But now's the time. What can they do? 10 seconds in front of net. A touch. Back and forth. Sense dropping it down like drop shot. And they win game 1. Beautiful stuff. Damn, it's gonna be a sad day without Bakasmod, and I have to skip anything manually. So I have the plug-in that auto skip. T to the air has some momentum, but can't finish it out. And D gonna have to hit this one down. Sense trying to get in between. And that one's coming back. Skyline has to get there again. And that's a shot opportunity, but Sonder, nice job closing. And another pivotal touch as the shot almost comes through. To the corner. T trying to pass midfield. Sonder there again. Might as well go for another one. He's got the defense locked down. But off to the side wall, and R all over this one. What a play. R not being stopped. And off to the side. Sense to Skyline, but T gonna be there. Sonder, high pop. That's going down. Good turn. What a play. And tough spot. Down by 2. And tactical fake. Skyline. Wisely lets Sonder take care of it. And good bumps as Team Carry the Unk have been controlling the midfield a little bit better. And since I might get bumped off, Skyline staying up with this one. High ball. Sonder can only slightly touch as the bump comes through. Is that just it? No, Sense has it. And looking for a lead blocker. Fizzle one out. No way does that work. Almost. A little bit of magic. Narrowly coming out. Sense is up. Pinch. Alright. Well, that's going all the way back. Skyline. Need some magic here. That's a little bit too wide. They need a goal here. And what a 50. Senses there. Oh my. Trying to think of 2 words at the same time, and that's how that works. And that just gets by. Alright. Well. Time to re-lock in for the next one. No boost to speak of. Rough. Get this all out in this game. Oh, nice touch. Continuing on. Alright, we're gonna have to see. Yeah, a lot of whiffs. We're getting them all out of the system. Alright, making things interesting. I gotta. This Discord is killing me. Alright, silence. Alright, we are good. We're locked in. Time to win this. And what a play! And D is all over that one. They're getting started early. A nice pass. And they're down by 1. They're gonna have to lock in. And D again. What a play. D all over this one. Right place, right time. Nice pop. But 2 players back, and what a touch. That's danger. Caught him off guard. Oh. 3 down, but 30 seconds went by. That's plenty of time for a comeback. And trying to get some bumps. That might be something to disrupt. And it certainly is. I've been needing some more bumps. Cause that defense to get riled up. And a much needed goal. High pop. Trying to continue on. Sense. Ammo hunting. Art. Trying to get it to a teammate. Taking time. That Skyline on the defense. But there's a gap right there. And missed opportunity for the other team. But now they might have the numbers. And what a save. Sense is there. Saw it coming. And good cut there. But D has plenty of time. Pass it to a teammate. And under, over, and through. Not gonna happen. But feed in. Sonder is there. That's a clutch goal right there. Within 1. They're waking up. They need to wake up. As can't afford any more losses. But kick off. That pops high. This is for day 2. What a touch. Sense is there though. And drop down. What a challenge from R. Another touch, but a big bump. But T is there, and he missed. They were fortunate. That one could have been a clincher. Instead, Sonder trying to get some bumps. They're still down by 1. Crazy game indeed. They're trying to come back while not trying to concede a goal. And Skyline can't get that one. And out to the outlet. Sees Sonder in the midfield. What a chip. You see the play form. And it unfolds before your very eyes. And we are tied up. Let's keep this momentum going. Not a kickoff goal. Thank goodness. But off to the side. T can't get another. It's tough to know if he had more in the tank. But this might be a chance. It did get closed out. Sonder is up. That one's going to be hit away, and this, careful on this counterattack. Sense wanted more. They got to play within themselves. Not to get too eager on this. The ads are trying to come through, but we're trying to watch a game here. What a 50. Next goal is huge. Could decide things. But got a demo hunter. But Sonder hitting it midfield. And has another touch. Gonna take time with this. Knocked off. This could be a counter. That's off to the side. High bounce. Sonder can't go for that one. Careful with these corners. 30 seconds left. Does anyone have a finishing goal here? Uh-oh. Oh, that one's given away. Easy clear. Sense. Can he just get an awkward goal to go in? Oh. 10 seconds left. Are we going to seal the deal before OT? And I don't know. That's a boomer. They're probably going to let it go. Oh, bounce. But wait, there's more. Holy smokes. Alright. Alright, Benny boy, get the hell out of here. We're trying to watch this match. And hopefully it doesn't end in a kickoff, but what a shot. A risky move that almost was rewarded. Is that just falling in the skyline is there? He seals the deal. You can see it bounce back toward mid. An unfortunate touch from them. But they seal the deal in dramatic fashion. Hey, let's go. Making things exciting. True. That was close. But damn, was that a good finish. They sure know how to make things interesting. And those damn ads were trying to pop up as well. They always know the worst time. Alright, y'all. Spartan, make day 2. Let's go. Let's take a quick look. There we go, the bracket. Submit that.